Hello, everybody. Welcome to the epilogue of Twice Dice of Icewind Dale. As you can see, we're missing somebody. Right now, we're still trying to get a hold of him, so hopefully TFO shows up. If not, here's his art. Do I have art for him? I guess I do not. Lovely. I need to put a display catcher up. So who would like to do a recap from last session? Volunteers? It's mostly fighting as I do this.
Which of us gives DM's inspiration?
I don't think it counts anymore.
So there was a big old demon.
It has to start with Dear Mom and Dad.
Oh yeah, Dear Mom and Dad.
There we go. One last letter.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm still with all those friends that I told you about. And we fought our way through these three devils, and then we came upon Levistus and Arl and a giant golem thing. Gargoyle. It had wings. And Levistus started talking some shit. So then we had to kill him. But then we didn't really kill him. We had a really bad fight. JR went down. Everybody else... Oh, sorry. Sebastian went down. I saw JR down there.
Yeah. So I have y'all change your names in here.
And then
Let me fix it.
Gargoth came out of Sebastian and took Levistus back to hell. Nope. That's not what happened at all.
Nope.
Gargoth's plan was infallible, though.
Osmodeus came out of me and took him back to hell, and me with him.
And then he took Doros back to hell.
You were close though, so close.
So close.
That's okay.
You ever seen the Green
I was
Book?
traumatized.
Your parents don't need to know Osmodeus came. It's okay. You can lie to them. Yeah.
Pretty sure my parents are dead.
Have any of you seen the Green Book? Like, it's Viggo Mortensen and Marshall Ali. Well, anyway, he writes letters back to his wife, and it's exactly like that.
Anyway, everybody, welcome in to our epilogue of Twice Dice. There was a quick recap from the final battle. We ran out of time for the epilogue. Hopefully TFO shows up for his part. But yeah, we're gonna go through and try to knock these out real quick. As you went back to the 10 towns, you don't see Doros at first. But when you get to Targos, eventually you find Doros. Doros, as you walk into your parents' house, as you turn, walking in, you see a mirror by the door. As you walk in, as you turn this mirror, you see Asmodeus appear behind you as a figure. Puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Oh, by the way, I do have the power." And you immediately see your face and your body shift back to Dolan that you once was.
So my entire party's not gonna recognize me. Except for TFO.
Except for TFO.
Yeah, who's down here? Okay, well, thank you.
Remember, you have 6 years, and you will return to me.
I understand, and yeah, I appreciate you giving me this power to stop this. My family appreciates that.
Well, let me go deal with our unruly guest. I'll be waiting. He forms away. And your mom comes around the corner and she's like, "Dolan? Is that you?"
Yeah, it's me. We did it. We defeated her.
I know. Your dad was chopping wood the last time we saw him or something, and then I came in here and he's in the living room. He's back too.
Everyone, is he back?
He's back, and as he comes out of the bedroom, "Son,
I run up and give him a big hug.
Gives you a big hug, embraces you. Been a long 3 years.
Yeah, I thought you were gone forever, and
I thought you guys were gone forever.
yeah, we tried to. Me and some friends found that this elf was trying to just take over the world or just get power. I don't know, but we were able to defeat her, and I think that's what brought everyone back.
Do you know who the wizard and the dwarf was that stopped the metal dragon? They go by Chase and York. They got a band of people to stop the metal dragon, or it took away the.
We had our own metal dragon here that we ended up stopping. I don't know those names.
I'm not sure where they went, but I think they went down somewhere towards the spine of the world. So you wasn't with them. Okay. This is all so confusing.
Yeah, I think we should just be happy it's over and happy that everyone came back.
All right. Well, let's get some food, shall we? As the rest of the party reaches Targos, I guess you might instinctively probably go, or TFO will probably instinctively go to Doros' place. Dolan's place now.
Yeah, because he would know. Yeah.
And the rest of the party knows your mom, too. So maybe, I'll say this, y'all probably arriving to give bad news. Correct?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But maybe in our universe, he really is gone because clearly he went to the other side.
as you get back to the 10 towns, you reach Doris' location, and his mom answers. Hey.
Hey.
Hello, mother of the.
Hi. Do you have a place we could talk a little privately? We need to tell you
But
something.
of course, Dolan is here. He already came a little bit ago. He's in the kitchen eating with his dad.
Stop. Yeah, maybe we could speak privately. We didn't want to intrude on your guests or anything, but
I'm sorry. Dolan's the one you used to call Doros.
Arlen is darting in.
She darted in and don't know what the layout of this house at all.
Nope.
What's your passive perception, Arlen?
12.
I mean, that's high enough. You smell bacon coming from a room as you dive in. You see, what did they see? What did they see as far as Dolan?
They see kind of a more meeker person. He is he is a elf, and I forgot what type of elf. So not a half elf. So Doros was a half elf, but he was an elf.
You're a wood elf, right?
Yeah, I think a wood elf. That's right. And then yeah, it looks like just like kind of a smaller, but it doesn't look like Doros at all. It just looks like a. But as I see Arlen, I'm like, you guys made it back.
I just run up and grab your legs. We thought you were gone.
Yeah, I got back. I'm back.
Good.
So, yeah, he said that I could come back, and that thanks me for helping.
As everybody else enters the kitchen at this point.
Measure looks right over to Darius and she's like, "What is going on?"
Well, I was under the impression that Doros was given new life. I believe this is, well, you're looking at him in the flesh.
Yeah,
the real flesh.
during the endless winter, during the sacrifices, my this body was sacrificed, and then I came back in a new body.
So she kind of like pokes down at you. Doros.
And I'm using my 25 passive perception to see if he's actually breathing or blinking still. Or not breathing or blinking.
Still not breathing or blinking.
Still not breathing or blinking.
Sebastian is gonna quietly make an insight check because he's so good at those. See if this is really Doros, my demon in disguise.
Somebody is going to roll tonight.
What?
Hey, look at that!
What?
What'd you get?
Did you hear what I said to Arlen?
No, I think we came in after. Because he sprinted in.
Yeah, he sprinted in, and then like a few seconds later, they came in. They probably came in mid-sentence, probably.
For the last part?
Mm-hmm.
If you caught that last part, I was lying to Arlen about something, but it is me. I'm not a demon, but I didn't tell Arlen the truth about getting to come back.
You're lying about not being a demon. I'm just kidding.
Devil. We're talking about devils.
Gargoth comes back from the other side.
Gargoth is in a golden shield rotting away somewhere.
Oh.
Unless someone... Oh, yeah, he got...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you missed that in the recap.
His parents didn't know that.
I am glad you are not a lot. You are. Oh, I am glad you are not double dead again. I guess. I'm glad you are here.
How did you come back here?
Osmodeus sent me back after me helping him get Levistus, and he had the power to give me my old body back.
Just like that. He's just like, "You're good to go."
There were a few more words than that, but he was pretty happy about getting Levistus back. So
you're back then.
I'm back.
Nice. Well, that's as good news as any of us could have hoped for. We were literally here to tell your mom that a big black hand pulled you down to someplace we didn't know.
I do truly appreciate
Doros.
Dylan. I do truly appreciate that you made this trip to tell her. That does mean a lot that you guys would do that for me.
Arlen cried for 3 days, the whole trip.
It
And
was
nights.
bad.
I use a lot of calm emotions.
If he had, locate person, he could have found me, but
Fidelity. I don't believe it would have worked.
Did not think of that.
no,
So we got to celebrate. I mean, I thought this was going to be a horrible. Let's celebrate. What do we do? We haven't celebrated much.
I do not know if this is a celebration.
Well, Doros is back, right?
What's the catch, Dolan?
Is he back forever?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, he said he's back.
I don't believe it works that easy with the devils. What's the catch?
If you'd like to roll insight, you can. That's on you.
He wants to use his passive insight so bad.
I do.
My deception I rolled higher, so.
Am I doing insight or yeah?
Yeah, you roll some
insight.
24.
Nope. You believe me?
Measure is also going to roll insight.
I got 26 for deception. I have a plus
He's
10.
not going to get
I'm a
this.
warlock.
I would say
Plus-
even with that high roll, he reluctantly believes you. There's kind of like still some doubt, but
Yeah.
I imagine I probably don't entirely believe, but for the sake of everyone else, I'm not going to argue it here.
Not sure enough to argue it.
Yeah.
I don't want to worry
Either
you
way,
guys. Come on.
glad to have you back. Almost a little worried for a second there.
oh,
And when we got to Targos, it wasn't just burnt to ash.
I don't know why you think that.
I think
This
whatever
is
we
what
did,
it looks like.
fixed.
It looks different before. I don't want to make a judgment better or worse, but definitely very different.
Yeah, pretty much every town was. Have we passed through any other towns, DM, since getting back?
well, I told you which ones last session.
Ooh.
He said we would have gone through Lonely Wood and Thermalane.
Yeah, and
Well-
both of those were destroyed.
Yeah, let me get it.
Oh, that's right. Jugin's hole's intact. That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah, of course he retconned that.
It doesn't exist. It's not
Jugen's hole
canon.
getting destroyed.
So Lonelywood, Tourmaline,
Trying to
Carrigon,
pretend like it never
Caradeval,
happened.
and East Haven were destroyed coming back. All the rest of the 10 towns were intact. The other 5.
Okay.
Trying to find a photo. You see a beautiful young lady. Let me get the photo. A beautiful young woman in town handing out some foods, some candies to little kids. I'm going to grab your folder for it, a photo for you real quick. Let's scroll back up. I thought I saved it to my.
Does she
Oh.
look like that?
No,
No.
I think I know what it is, JR. You're gonna be happy.
I don't know. I kind of miss her looking
Remember,
like that.
stranger danger.
Remember?
Is it Natasha?
No, I bet you it's Maeve.
I bet it's Maeve.
Maybe.
Remember, Maeve?
Ooh.
Maeve got aged up because of the day of vanishing.
Oh.
Yeah, she did. But I need to, for stream to see her too, I need to save it real quick. So you can have a little bit more interaction if you like. Let me do this real quick.
And Sebastian will kind of, like, as everyone's getting ready to party, he'll try to pull Doros aside if they get a quiet second. He'll put his hand on her shoulder and he'll say, I know we lost our only leverage when Levistus got taken back, but between me and Maeve, I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Figure out something for what?
To break your contract. To make a different deal.
I don't know if there's a way to, and I don't know if there's much need to worry about that. I mean, I got what I wanted. I got my parents are alive, so
This place
Awesome.
deserves you way more than it deserves the rest of us. You care a lot about these people, more than most of us. We need to figure out a way.
but that's why I was willing to pay the price.
Give
And
us
that's also
time.
why I don't want to tell the rest of them, because I know they'll do something stupid.
I've attached.
We're good at really brilliant things. Trust me.
What was that?
I attached a photo in Discord, and it is now on stream. You see this beautiful, dark-haired woman with like a red cloak, handing out candies to kids. You can finish your conversation.
What was the last thing you said, JR? Or question?
It's something about us being really brilliant. You can trust us. Sebastian is dumb enough to think he's smart.
We'll see if anything's figured out, but for now, let's let everyone enjoy the victory and deal with this at a different time.
DM, how do people look in the city right now, or in the town, now that like the snow is finally melting for the first time in like years?
People coming out. You can also see loved ones gathering each other like they haven't seen them in years, wondering like where they've been. And the finishing of Day of Vanishing, hearing that. More people now coming out to embrace the spring and everything, and starting to prepare to rebuild the 5 towns that were destroyed. And as you see, like I said, you see this beautiful brunette handing out candies and stuff. And she's also handing out Pacific brownies that y'all have seen before.
Sebastian ignores her because he's looking for Maeve.
We definitely know what those brownies are too.
After you just gave that speech about being, you know,
I'm so observant.
I'm so observant.
As you ignore her, she looks up. She starts waving at you guys.
Is this another stranger danger situation, Arlen?
It might be.
I know all of my friends died before the Day of Vanishing, so.
Measure, is this someone you know?
I am not sure. I do not think I recognize her.
She walks up and says, I am proud of you guys. You have done it. Especially you, Sebastian.
Thank you.
Yes, Solanas. I see you're not scared of me anymore.
Oh, well.
Here, let me refresh your memory. She does a portal and she sticks her head over right beside your face.
Still scary and creepy. Hey.
What?
I didn't say your name this time. May?
Yes,
Is that
my name? You guys did it. You restored my body the way it was. You're like a brownie.
So all yesterday, or all last time, Sebastian, you rolled like shit, and then today you're.
Yeah, for real. I rolled 2 20s.
I gave myself an intelligence check. I was like, oh, are these the brownies we made?
It's what's left over. Yes.
These are so delicious, guys. You have to try some. And actually, I should try some too because I have only 6 hit points. But...
They're probably a little stale if they're the ones you guys made together like 2 weeks ago.
Brownies don't go bad in 2 weeks. Come on, man.
It gets stale.
I don't think it's been 2 weeks. It's only been like a few days.
They said Arlen cried for 3 days coming and traveling here. So.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It'd take us like 3 days to go across.
Get back. Yeah, that made sense. That made sense.
I mean, I would have helped with tree travel.
Yeah, I would think. I don't know. Did you believe him? Did you roll an insight check?
She's got magic brownie powers, man.
That's true. They are magic brownies.
So, Sebastian, is there anything you want to ask me, like you said you would, when this was all over?
Well, I had hoped to find time to get a ring. He started shuffling through the bag of holding, pulling out potions and like digging through for anything that could make like a makeshift ring. Let's see what I've got.
Take your time. Get settled. I'm sure there's people who want to see.
No, wait.
Take the hint.
He doesn't find anything. I don't think I have anything that's even...
Come find me at my store when you're ready. And she does a portal and she steps in and it closes.
No! Oh shit! I fuck this up every time. Oh.
Every time?
How many times have you proposed to her?
Or anyone?
Well, I mean, there was. I was gonna propose Natasha, but then she got murdered
Evil.
and turned into an evil goddess of cruelty and cold. And then, so like, I tried with Maeve like 3 times. It wasn't quite right, and I was looking for the right ring, and we've been so busy. There's barely been any time to go shopping. I just.
I'm sure Solange doesn't have ceremony prepared, so you have a day to.
Well, actually,
Oh!
for your information, I had it prepared because I thought we were going to do last rites for your ass with your mother, but now I can
Last
do it to
rites.
bring new life for our boy Sebastian.
Oh, I
You've
do
learned-
have a
you've
ring
learned
of
so much.
protection. I have a ring of protection.
Why don't we
Let's go to our shop. You
go
ready?
see if Jednak is still alive?
Oh, Jednak!
We watched him disappear into the portal or
Yeah.
into the thing when
So how
the
about
bug
this?
turned off.
How about this? We'll go through everybody for it'll take a year to rebuild the 10 towns.
I have to pee.
A year is not a bad timeline. Wow, these 10 towns are very efficient.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
I mean, they
we're
weren't that
very strong.
lavish before.
It takes my
ma-
city 6 years to build a sidewalk.
There's magic.
Yeah, and we're like
And there's no
practically
sidewalks.
demigods now.
As y'all travel around the 10 towns, Measure probably want to go to Lonelywood. As you're on your way to Lonelywood, you pass it through Tourmaline, and you see a young couple in the corner rebuilding a house. As you look towards them, Measure, you quickly recognize Strider.
Hmm.
And the rest of the group quickly recognizes Remy as they're rebuilding their house from a distance.
That bow you have there, Darius. I believe he is the rightful owner.
No, she is.
No, him.
Her.
Name is Strider, and I saw him use this bow.
Her name is Remy, and I saw her use this bow. And
Above table Measure, he was using a dragon bow. It was a completely different bow.
Oh, she's not smart enough to know that.
Oh,
It is
okay.
his bow.
There's still some snow on the ground, yeah?
I mean, as we go, not very much.
But kind of slushy stuff.
Give me an investigation check.
I just want to make a little snowball so I can throw
I
it.
know.
He
at
wants to throw a
Remy.
snowball.
I
Unless I know
have
how
spells for that since it's a new day. Control
14.
water.
Oh yeah, you find the patch is not quite fully melted by the signpost as you enter town.
Picks him up, and I throw it at Remy.
Roll an attack. Improvised weapon.
Ooh, 19!
I always say that hits her. She looks at you and smiles. She picks up the snowball, then her own snowball, and throws it right back at you. Blows you a kiss.
Smile and wave.
And then she pulls out a dagger and lifts it and tucks it back into her belt.
Still weird. Cool.
Thanks, Weasel. As you head to Lonelywood Measure, you go back to the inn that you assume that you guys still own.
Hmm.
And you see a man running this inn like it was never changed. Like he owns the place.
I must have to talk to Nimsy Huddle. The real Nimsy Huddle, not the other Nimsy Huddle. She
You
is
find her. She is there.
Nimsy. Do you remember me?
Measure, of course.
I am not overly invested in this, but the inn you sold us. No, you gave us rights to this inn, but it is not ours now. Ours, mine. It is not mine now.
Yeah, about that. Even if it was destroyed too, by the way. But the person who initially owned it, the reason I gave it to you, disappeared in a day of vanishing, and then one day he reappeared.
Well, you know the peoples that I was leading, my crew, my group. They are no more.
I'm sorry to hear that.
All of them have passed or disappeared.
Yeah, and then one day I figured those energy balls came, and then you guys were gone too. I figured something similar would have happened.
It is all right. You have seen many changes now, much warmer. I believe that that we have fixed things. Things will be all right now. But I want you to forget about the inns that I owned. It is fine. I'm very happy that your people are back. But I would request. Do you have cookies? You had cookies when I first came here.
Of course, we have cookies.
Oh, thank you. I need at least. Is Doro still with us? Is Dolan still with us?
I would imagine. I mean.
Yeah. I had a few days with my family, so I would have came with
I
you
need
guys.
seven cookies. They are shaped like little children.
She also goes on to tell you that a little wizard and an angry dwarf helped fend off the dragon.
Was it Jetdeck?
I don't know where he went. One day he vanished. Have you seen him?
Oh, he helped us get to fight Oriel and a devil thing. I don't know. It was really weird. But
Demon.
unfortunately, he disappeared.
Demon.
Demon? Okay, all right. I do not really care. It is dead, ish. But yes, Jednak. He helped us. He helped us get there, and without him, I do not know if we would be successful. He is hero of kind. Please go.
All right. Those are big main points I wanted to touch on for my part with the 10 towns. So we'll start with Solanus. What would you like to accomplish within this year for your final character arc?
This is year 2.
Well, this is the year. We're still within the first
Within the first year, because we're rebuilding the town.
Yeah. So within the town, basically, I'm saying within a year, the 10 towns will be rebuilt. But what would you like to try to do within this year?
I would at some point like to, if Arlen wants to, help him see his family, his parents again, and at some point try to commune or speak with Relevar to try to figure out what's next. I don't know. Am I supposed to open a church? Am I supposed to spread the good word? What is the good word of Relevar now that Ariel's dead or gone? Is she actually gone? We have to worry she's going to come back. There's a lot of questions that Solanus doesn't know what to do now that he's supposedly...
As you commune with Relevar, he tells you, by all means, do what you need to do. Answers will come in 1 year.
I gotta wait a year?
Basically, he says in 1 year, answers will come.
Okay. Should I have a church by then? I mean, if you're gonna show up, don't you want some people, to welcome you? Or you got me and TFO. Well, not TFO, and I don't remember his actual name. I'll keep calling him TFO.
Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, JP. You got me and JP, but
My brother's name is Laval.
He has his sister now, so he is free to do what he likes. His oath is complete.
Oh.
And as yours, is about to be complete.
Okay.
But you will have answers in 1 year.
Okay. I
Just
will
know when,
await the direction.
When Arlen sends you a message, accept. That's what he tells you. As far as the
Okay.
church, if you like to start a church, not against it. Sure.
Okay. Sure. I'll accept Arlen's invitation and maybe try to redirect people from sacrificing other people right now. Well, they don't need that anymore, so
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of Ariel's thing, so
yeah,
nobody's doing it anymore.
good. That was not cool.
All right, Sebastian, what would you like to accomplish in this year?
Well, first off, Sebastian, before everyone leaves, tries to pull them all together to outside of Maeve's shop, have this like with everybody's magical powers, generate like a bunch of candles and musicians and stuff. And he pulls out his ring of protection and proposes to Maeve. And if she
Give me a
accepts,
persuasion check.
oh no, it's a persuasion check.
You think it's gonna be that easy?
I have guidance on him.
Oh no. Okay.
You got this, buddy.
Oh,
Do you have
no.
bless? Do you have bless?
This moment
That's
has
an
been
ability check,
foretold.
right?
You have a 1d6.
It's been
Well,
foretold.
I did get a 20.
Hey!
Plus, but he has like
Do
a
we-
plus at the end. But
Do we silvery barbs this?
so
So,
a total of 30 with the guidance.
so no silvery barbs.
I've also given you my cosmic omen, so you can also roll a 1d6.
Cool.
With
Man,
that,
you-
she
And
says,
another 5, so 35.
but of course, let's get married next week. You can invite all your friends.
So like we convert the prison where we met into like a big like wedding spot, and everybody has all the slop they can possibly want.
Does Sebastian still like slop?
So none?
Sebastian still likes slop.
Good thing I don't eat.
He still works really hard to get the recipe out of the guards and probably fails. And then secretly, maybe if Maeve wants to help him with it or not, he tries to start like a shelter for young people that have committed crimes and got exiled from the 10 towns. So maybe if they get exiled from one 10 town, they can be in another one, and like has like sort of like an orphanage for exiled youths. And then he would also probably want to, if he ever gains another level, learn a teleportation ability so that he could go back to Aurel's abode at least once or twice a year to make sure she's not coming back or not. And since he didn't get to fight her because he wasn't there, no, they showed him. But yeah, he wants to make sure she doesn't crawl back and start her shit again. So he goes to visit on a regular basis while also trying to work with Maeve to try to think a way out of negotiating for Doros' soul. Since Doros had told him previously that his soul would go to Asmodeus when he died. And his original plan of trying to trade Levistus for Doros' soul had went to shit because he was either dead or we didn't really defeat Levistus. But so that's what Sebastian would be up to. And maybe if Darius wants to, we could start a detective agency on the side.
Well, the wedding is beautiful. All your friends show up. It's a nice, beautiful ceremony.
So it's
Doris.
us.
Everyone, all the rest of my friends are
Dolan,
dead.
what would you like to do for your year? Or try to complete?
I think that I would go back to the bounty hunting, but like take the bounties that are like the truly evil people, not the people that just like owe money, stuff like that, but try to basically, I know my soul's damned in 6 years, and so I'm trying to get rid of as much evil as I can in that time. So kind of me and TFO used to do the some of the bounties, but we weren't as strong. And now that I am stronger, go after the bounties that are, and then all the money I get, donate to my town and make sure my family's taken care of, but mainly make sure the town's able to rebuild.
I would imagine TFO probably help you out for a few of those more tougher ones. Probably,
Yeah,
yeah. That's like old time music.
Yeah, use it for the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are like Batman and Robin and Bruce Wayne.
Which one am I?
Darius, we already kind of covered, but anything else you want to add to your year? Darius?
I don't think so. We kind of covered most of it last time, but I imagine once I come back and everything, probably reuniting at Sebastian's wedding, getting in my head that maybe we can do something with ourselves now. I probably would actually subscribe to the idea that we could do a detective agency together, maybe turn myself around and help some people out instead of being a fucking piece of shit, really.
I think by doing that, you're helping Sebastian out because he needs someone to look out for him.
Exactly. Help keep his head and mind on straight.
Sure.
And maybe that you and Dolan kind of link up together on a few missions also. If you needed information, you might need help from you guys.
I imagine he might eventually become like an information broker as well, creating connections between all the 10 towns.
Measure.
Yes.
You go and answer for probably TFO also.
I will do my best. First of all, she wants to take some time. She's going to take both Nieva and Fortune, who have not been appearing very much because it was dangerous. They have been her constant companions for quite some time now. But now she has new family. So she is going to take them out to the wild. They are grown, they are strong, and she's going to let them go. And she's going to wish them that they never come back. She will even speak with animals, and tell them that she's proud of them.
Also within this year, as he would have kids, or a litter.
They have a litter. They have litters, yes. Yeah. Adorable. I will have to think of names for them all. After that, she will spend time with each of her new friends. And she would like to pass on, because naming is important. Naming is of greatest deeds or greatest failures. She has given Arlen the name Starweaver because he has such an ability to take the stars and the celestial heavens and weave them to his power and to his beauty. It is quite an art, and she is very proud of him. She goes to Sebastian and she explains to him that she has seen his struggles with so many voices, and so many struggles within his own mind, and she calls him resilient soul because he has made it and survived all of that. She goes to...
He's just a typical Libra, really.
This is fine. I appreciate the star reference. Thank you. She goes to Solanus and she tells him that she did not have much chance to get to know him in this whirlwind adventure, but she has seen his abilities, and she explains to him, because she is braggart, she explains how great of a healer she is and how she did not need his healing. However, she saw how he held together everyone else in the final battles.
Wasn't there a few episodes where Solanus was like he wasn't useful anymore and all that stuff? And...
Yes, he was trying to make him feel good. And she tells him that she is very proud of how strong of a healer he is, and that it is healing that keeps the blade sharp. And she now calls him Life's Edge. To who is left? To Dolan. She struggled to find a name, but she understands the sacrifice you have made. She calls you soulbound because your soul is bound forever, and she understands that fact somewhat. And she doesn't really know the gravity of that situation, but she thanks you for what you did. And to her brother, she wishes he was here at this very moment, but she has now started to call him Echoheart. And perhaps I will explain in some sort of Q&A at some point why I chose that name for him. But not now. And
It's a heart murmur.
Heart murmur, yes. Exactly that. Jugan, could you please do a high or low for me?
Oh God. I get to do a high or low?
Yeah, and we need to figure out what she does.
The tables are turned.
95.
This is sad. She tells the group that she was of the tribe. Her name is Vala, Measure of Dawn of the Thundakali tribe. And now she is Vala of Twice Dice. And she says, I will carry your legacy in the mountains. Goodbye. And she leaves into the mountains. She begs her brother to come with her. And if he does, that is up to Jugan.
Like I said, he will come with you, but he will also come back for when Dolan would ask. He wouldn't always be by your side.
That is understandable. He is a strong, capable human. Goliath. He is a strong, capable Goliath.
And he would probably say to you that the friends he has made while you were gone is also family to him.
I am so sorry. Can we just retcon a minor thing? I completely forgot about Darius. I am sorry, Darius.
I was about to say.
Darius.
She
does come to you. She does come to you, and she is not great with charisma, so she may not be able to convince you of this. But she has picked up that you are not entirely proud of your heritage. But she thinks that you have beautiful soul and a beautiful ability. You have spoken many times of what you are capable of. And so I will refer to you as Scorchbrand, because I believe you will leave your mark. And then she walked up to the mountains.
And then last but not least, we come to Arlen. First off, do what you want to do for what you're trying to accomplish for the first year, and then go into what we talked about.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
Measure of Dawn?
Yes.
Maybe the mountains would be a perfect place for Sebastian's orphanage for exiles.
This is true. I will take care of them for you.
Are you just like supplying them money?
He's shipping all the orphans to the mountains. Yeah.
Every now and then, Measure's just walking around and a portal opens up, 6 kids fall out.
He sighs and scoops them up, and he just.
We bring tons of brownies with us on a regular basis. Brownies and slop everywhere.
Sugar to orphans. There you go.
Brownies and slop. Those are the rations you said.
Great combination.
Yeah, so for Arlen's year, he would relocate to Brenshander. Right, because that's where Solanas is at. Is that where you're starting your church?
Sure.
Yes.
I will do that.
One, just to be closer to Solanas. And he starts a little community garden so everybody could have a healthy, balanced diet. Nobody could survive off of just meat. I don't know how we did it for years. And then he would also start like a little, kind of like a health clinic where people could come and he would charge them 0 monies for healing and emotional support during this time of rebuilding and everybody's coming back together. And he is just happy living his life, skipping around the towns every now and then to see all of his friends.
I definitely help support your clinic with my.
Shit.
That way you can not charge money.
Yeah. Later pictures of a hermit in the mountains. And then so towards the end of the year though, he's slowly been with this clinic, like kind of getting a little staff going. That way they can keep on the clinic, and then each of you will receive a letter. Measure, you're going to receive a sending. And it'll mostly say like, hey guys, this is Arlen. I love you all. It's been a year, and I think we should maybe do something to celebrate a little bit. So why don't we all meet up on the mountain where we killed that first dragon? And then Measure, I'm assuming TFO would tell you where that was.
Yeah. Yes, we would have visited.
Shit, there were 6 of them. Which one was that?
Was that the heart?
No, it's the white.
No.
The ancient.
Are we
white
counting the
dragon?
heart as killing a dragon?
We
Of
did.
course.
Hell yeah. Had the stats, baby.
It's
We
the heart of a
counted
red
it.
dragon, but
Then I'll say the second dragon we murdered.
Sebastian
non-heart
gets
dragon.
confused and goes to like 5 places.
Maeve can teleport you. You're good. You just like walk out.
I
like,
mean,
nope,
or you
wrong
could
place.
just say like it's where I was in a moon egg.
Yeah, where I died.
Arlen's
Say re-
got a little
say-
note at each site that says no Sebastian, other one.
Say reborn. Reborn.
Yeah, reborn.
Mount Obsidian, if you really want to get into it.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember where it was.
And when Sebastian reads Reborn,
I was
he
like
looks at-
scouring through my notes today, and I'm like, I didn't write that down.
He looks at Maeve nervously when he says Reborn. I think he's starting a cult.
Yeah, that's 100% what Arla is doing, starting a cult.
Do y'all attend?
Measure
Oh,
and
yeah.
TFO walk out of a tree and say hello.
Still so cool.
Everybody
Oh,
else
yeah.
attends?
Mhm.
Sebastian portals in with the help of Maeve. See you later, honey.
Is she holding like a baby?
Maybe like 5 or 6 plus some more things.
High or low?
In a year?
It's
High
a
or low?
year.
High or low?
I guess you could have adopted him.
High or low?
Sebastian,
Low.
You do see a very brand new newborn baby in his arm, in her arms.
It's a baby.
I guess congratulations are in order, Sebastian.
Thank you.
You're a dad.
Hey,
Is
what
that
color
another
eyes?
child?
So Arlen, everybody's there.
We've been calling him Ice Baby until we come up with a name.
Every time you say his name when Solanas is visiting, his flail lights up. Oh. I just wanted to say thank you. Each and every one of you was there for me in a time in my life when there was nobody else. And even if you came later, and he's like looking at TFO and Darius, we did something amazing, and we did it together. And I just want to tell you guys that you've meant everything in this world to me. And he hands you all like these little necklaces that he had little Gus make, and then Jednak enchant. And so like on the, it's like a little circle pendant, and on one side it just says Arlen loves you. And then if you flip it over and rub your thumb over it, it creates a little minor illusion of each and every one of us standing together, kind of like when we're the stars on my dome. I've been living on borrowed time for a really long time now. And I did it all for you because you guys did everything for me. But I have to go now. And Saloon gave us the power that we needed, and Relivar gave us the power that we needed, and in a very weird and backwards way, Mephistus gave us the power we needed. We did a lot of good here, and we saved a lot of lives, and you all need to be really proud of that. And he kind of like looks up, and the moon is like, it's getting nighttime, and the moon and the stars are out. And his eyes kind of glaze over, kind of like it does when he casts magic. And he looks back down, and he runs up and he gives a hug to Solanas. The name, Norcrack?
Yeah, that was my brother.
Solanas, your passive perception. With this moon, the clouds come down. What comes from the clouds is your brother. He steps forward and says, "You did it, my brother. It's now time to come home. With me."
Yes. Where will we go?
As he talks to you and he reveals himself to you, you realize the day you died, you were sent back on borrowed time like Arlen was. And you were given the gifts to complete this task for Relivar. And now he calls you home. Your brother looks at you and says, "It's time to say your goodbyes."
You knew you couldn't trust those light gods.
You know, I turned to the whole group. I said, "Well, I never told you guys this, but I guess you guys actually figured it out. I'm not really good with preparing stuff or doing the right thing at the right time. I was a lot worse with my
comes
brother."
up and he's like, "But you repaired me so many times."
But I do want to believe that you all made me, and I would like to think all of us made each other a lot better. Like Arlen said, we did do something pretty awesome and incredible. And I thank all of you guys for that. I'm not too mushy with stuff, but I still just walk over and give them a very big and tight, but also at the same time kind of awkward hug. Like, kind of like not too sure what to do with it, like holding on a little bit too long.
Sebastian's all about the awkwardness, so like he'll match your.
We both long,
and everyone's kind of like,
out
5 minutes
hugs.
later, we're like, "Geez, we're gonna-"
and then he'll be
I'm like looking at the moon.
he'll be like, Solanus, you repaired me so many times. You might not have always had the healing, the other kind of healing, but you had exactly what was needed. And I'm going to figure out how to locate objects and keep locating them until we find you and bring them back.
I appreciate that, Sebastian. Thank you.
Doros. I'm just going through the line to say what you want to say to Arlen and Solanus.
You guys, I know we've been through a lot, and we you know, Solanus, I know I give you a hard time sometimes, but there were times where I wouldn't have been alive without you, and the party especially. You saved us so many times, and you too, Arlen, with your, you know, your magic and your power, and I'm gonna miss you both, and am happy that we got this time together and that we were able to save so many people.
I'm gonna fly up, so I'm kind of like enough to like get up or hug him around his neck instead of like around your feet, and like in your ear I'll just whisper, no matter what, you are a good person, Doros. And you did good.
I know. And I know I'll be maybe paying for what I did, but I wouldn't have changed it. I would have done the exact same deal again, and happy I did it.
Darius? Do you want to say anything?
You're muted.
One last time, you know?
It's fine. One last time we'll do that because I keep fucking eating because I'm starving.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cast. Do I even have silence?
It's like, stop chomping.
It's more the question you haven't prepared.
I have never felt more home anyway than in the presence of the six of you. It's well, five, I suppose. MOD is in the mountains.
Oh, no, everybody's there.
Okay, yeah. Sebastian, if it's okay with you, I think we'll carry on the legacy of Twice Iced. The 10 Towns will never forget what you guys have given. As long as the rest of us live.
I also give you a hug. I'm glad you found a place you belong, Darius. Even if you can't write poetry.
Well, I've got a good teacher, don't I, Arlen? And he'll sort of... Are you flying up to my head?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll pull you in for a hug as well, and he's Arlen. He'll whisper in your ear, "You accepted me before anyone else did. Thank you. I'll never forget that."
Hugs you a little tighter.
All right, enough of the emotions.
Measure,
We've got work to do, don't we?
your turn. You have anything to say?
Measure is looking up at the sky, and she's just watching the stars. And when she looks down to Solanus and all the people that will be departing, and she says, "I did not see this. Did not see it coming, but I believe the inevitability is that this was foretold in the stars, and it is what must be, and I will accept that, but I will miss you." No jokes. I think of you as my friends and family.
I don't need to cast Son of Truth to know that's true.
Yeah. I think
If you have not hugged her, oh yes, she will pick you up very easily.
Yeah.
And also Solanas. And potentially Dolan if he lets her.
At the same time? Both
At the same
once?
time.
All of us.
Yeah. And she will squeeze and then gently put you down because it is just mean to drop you.
I know you will, but take care of TFO for us.
He will be the only, not, he will be, of course, under my protection. Thank you for taking care of him while I was absent.
The TFO will look at you, Arlen. Eat one last time.
Why not?
He picks you up, throws you up, and gives you a big hug. Says, I will not forget you all this time.
Better not. And I kind of like knock on his head a few times.
And as
Yeah, Sebastian didn't say goodbye yet to Arlen.
go ahead. I'm trying to get Darius out of here. If he needs to leave, I'm going to need a second can probably.
Yeah, I'll be really fast. So also Uppy number 2, like kind of snuggling you a little bit, with its like gross teeth and whatnot.
Uppy number 2 is dead.
He can resummon.
He's resummonable.
Oh, okay.
One. Yeah, it just causes a spell slot. And Sebastian will give you like get down on his knees and give you a hug, and like he'll whisper in your ear and be like, "You're the best assassin of all of us." Don't tell Doros or Remy I said that. But listen, if you grow wise and you want to escape Saloon, we'll have to come up with something. I don't trust her. I have to find a way to get you out of there.
I think I'll be okay, bud. But
all that light, I don't know, man.
just know that at night, when you're trying to sneak around, I am always shining down on you.
Stop. Can he be like the new moon or something?
All right. As Arlen and Solanas turns to walk away, Arlen, you see a familiar Atspeak waiting to carry you away. And Solanas, you see your brother ready to take your hand.
Sebastian will cast calm emotions on Solanas as he leaves. Because I have it now.
And with a sudden feeling of relief and happiness to see my brother, but also to, say goodbye to my very, very dear friends and family, I reach up and clasp his hand.
And with that, they leave in the clouds and the stars above. As the rest of you return to your lives in the 10 towns and whatever lies before you, and eventually 6 years go by and Doros leaves. You have a chance to say anything to Doros if you like, or Dolan.
By the way, Sebastian also tried and failed to cast Raise Dead on Arlen's remains probably like 3 or 4 times.
He doesn't have remains there. He's gone.
Cast it in the air, damn it. It only takes an hour.
So, Darius, Measure of Dawn, and Sebastian, you have a chance to say goodbye to Dolan if you like. Or Dolan, what would you like to say to the last 3? And TFO, I guess.
I think unless Sebastian told everyone else, I would have just told TFO. I would not.
Okay.
Told everyone again, just to prevent
Sebastian
them from.
may have come up with anything.
I But yeah, you guys don't know that he is actually leaving in situ. So if you would just tell TFO.
Yeah, because I don't want them to make a worse deal to get me out. Is my logic. It's kind of like I made the deal, so I'm honoring my deal, and I don't want them to try to make a different deal to try to help me and screw themselves over. So
I think TFO would not tell me.
but yeah, I think I would just tell TFO, it's like, to keep watching over the city, check in on my mom and dad, make sure they're doing well, and just keep helping people, doing what you can to make sure that this place stays well and stays growing, and the people are now back, and make sure they stay back, and that nothing like that happens again, and that we're always around.
And I think TFO will relay that message after you're gone.
And I would tell him why I basically say, I tell the others that the reason I didn't tell them was I didn't want them to put themselves either in danger or them make a deal. So I am sorry for not letting them know, but I wanted them to be safe.
All right. With Arlen and Solanus now angels under their god, Doros, you return to Asmodeus. As
Sebastian's like, what if you just force cage right when you're about to die?
you retain the rank of a pit fiend under the ranks of Asmodeus, but you're able to keep your form. With that being said, that's the ending to our story. I would like to thank each and every one of y'all that have stuck out through this campaign. My first official campaign that you want to say goodbye, Nate, real quick?
Yep, I gotta go real quick. Yeah, it was an absolute fucking honor. I do appreciate, getting to, even if it was for a short time, play with everybody. That was a blast.
It was longer than me.
It was frustrating. It was absolutely enjoyable.
All right. Thank you, Nate.
So, I'll see you guys around.
I'll get a camera.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yep, I'm ready.
There you go. Thank you for everybody that stuck by. I don't know if I have already made up for him. I'll let you go around and talk about what you enjoyed, I guess, sort of, or unless you want to save it the wrap-up show while I throw it in. Actually, I already have it up. There we go. Cool, sweet.
I would say save it for the QA, because I might yes there.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps up our story. I enjoyed every which one of y'all for coming and helping me tell this story that I was sitting at work, just thinking of what to do and how the story's evolved between two campaigns up into one, and love you all for it.
Thanks for all your hard work, Julian.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying to get to the end of a campaign.
Yeah.
Can I say something? I just want to say thank you. I think I was the person that actually managed to be there for the very, very, very first episode.
Yeah, you're kicked off the story.
So I feel like really lucky and blessed to be part of this big long campaign. I've never had a character last this long. But I also want to say for everyone that's not here, that I think everyone really appreciated the effort that you put in. To setting up the sets, to setting up the sessions all the time, to always having something ready pretty much every week. Not a lot of people can keep a campaign going that long, and that's a talent. So thank you. I mean, you did it for us, so.
Absolutely. Any of us who have DM'd for like 5 seconds know that you did a baller job. And how much insane amounts of work it is.
I would like to thank Evil Space Guy here, Lance, for being my secondary rules lawyer when I didn't know that was kind of like the crutch I needed to lean on. It's like, I ain't got time to memorize all these spells. Thank God Lance is here. So
I am that nerdy, so
And I do want to thank all of you as well. Sebastian is not an easy character concept to work with as a DM or as players, because it's not always making the most strategic choices in life, you know? So I really appreciate you guys being willing to let me play around with something that was a little bit non-traditional and potentially a pain in the ass, and having fun with it instead of being annoyed by me. So thank you.
Who told you we weren't annoyed?
Oh shit.
Yeah, we all have a side group chat.
It's called the Not Sebastian group chat.
Solanus, anything you want to say?
No, it was just
Or I should
didn't
say send
realize-
out now since character is done.
yeah. So yeah, it's I didn't realize how long our campaign's been going. Actually, I think it's been more than 2 years.
It's about a year and a half. We started in December 2022?
21.
21. Yeah.
Because the first
Uh,
episode was uploaded in 22 January. So yeah, we started in December, or at least that's when the campaign thing was created.
Huh. But the reason is just to go through all this, and I've played a few campaigns with people you randomly meet on Discord servers or on Roll20 or whatever. They never really pan out after a few sessions, but to go for 44 or whatever number of sessions we did, and to have like 45, and to have like a cool tight-knit group that we have, I think that's pretty special, and it couldn't have happened with everyone, but also with the all the hard work and efforts and coordination that DM has. So thanks for everything, Jugan. This is awesome. I'm really gonna miss out on being able to play with you guys on Monday, but I'll definitely tune into Order whenever I get the chance, and if I can steal away from work early to watch. So
Maybe get you another campaign soon. Maybe you want to play one character soon. Because if you don't know, for the Order, I'm still in Rusty Tonnet's idea of like evil one shots to affect the main campaign, and the people in Order is not allowed to play in those. So
rude, but understandable.
Yes.
As you brought up, like even the characters that we did have starting out this campaign, some people didn't last. Or Doggo, he took over another character of another player that we lost. But the ones that we had, like Remy, I know the person who played her is in chat right now, and Strider from the other campaigns. I try to keep them entwined with the story as much as I can and give some kind of satisfactory ending to their story, even though they could not be here to finish the story. But I tried to keep it all tied in at some point. So, but yeah. Anybody have anything else they'd like to add?
I mean, I just want to say thank you to everybody. This has been an absolute blast to get to play Arlen with you guys. And thanks, Jugan, for bringing us together. I mean, we were strangers a year and a half ago. And I think we've really come together as a group and a party.
Who's to say y'all might not get back together and fight the white worm or something?
Like I said, if we do it a one shot, it's break Doros out of hell.
Maybe I'll plan something like that.
Pretty fun.
Right.
Levels up like 1 or 2.
All right, JR, I don't know if you said anything, but you have any last words?
I did. Thank you guys so much. You were all amazing. Jugan, the amount of effort it takes not only to put everything together, but then pull us all through to the very end is amazing. So thank you guys for coming together with an amazing campaign. I really hope that we do come together again, and that we stay connected. And thanks to everybody who was watching as well. Like that, it's makes it so much more fun to have some other people to hang out with us in the chat and stuff.
All right, well,
PK in hell.
Well, it's been a great. Thank you again for allowing me to tell this story that I had and bringing Levistus to life. And thank you again, Dolan, for being the catalyst to make it really happen. Your path was really kicked it off, and a measure for kicking off the Day of Vanishing. So, anyway, one final time, if you watched on YouTube and you like the story so far, and we put you on an emotional roller coaster, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below what your favorite part is. And don't forget, on the 10th, Weasel that's in chat right now will be hosting the Q&A and wrap-up show for this campaign, and hopefully, TFO will be here to add anything that he didn't get to add today. So we'll answer all the questions that your viewers have. So if you're not a member of a Discord, exclamation point Discord, we have a chat where you can leave your questions. You can leave questions on this video, and that's about it. And then we'll see you next time. Next time we're live on this channel will be Dragonlance in 2 weeks, because I am now on nights. But other than that, oh, I guess we should say, Lauren here, Measure of Dawn, is doing a one-shot for this channel, and it'll be on the 30th of this month to help establish a point in I won't even say mine now, it's like our world that we've created in the timeline. So be sure to check that out too. Until then, we love you very much, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night, guys. Love you.